Today I'd like to talk about embossing. This is an effect I've discovered quite recently actually. It's where you get an ink stamp and you use an embossing ink pad to stamp the surface and then apply almost like a glitter, which then you pour off the excess and then you use a heat gun to heat the glitter, and you're left with an immovable metallic or glossy stamp mark. And that can be really good if you don't want a glitter to keep rubbing off, and yet you still maintain the effect of having something metallic or shiny or whatever. Anyway, I don't know if you can see in this this piece here, but there's some embossing marks here where I've used nice golden little accents for this page. And another one I've done, which I'm going to demonstrate, is I've got a textured ground, textured sand paste. I've painted it green, and then I've applied this lovely golden embossing on top in this unusual sort of mandala design, and it just gives an overall effect of authentic Indian fabrics or designs. I thought I'd explore that a bit further, so let's see what happens. Right, I somehow managed not to record this. I've done a stamp on this side which is textured and rough, because I applied sand texture paste on this side, but I didn't apply it on this side, so this side is flatter. So I've just stamped on here with my clear embossing stamp pad. It just helps the embossing powder adhere to the surface just enough, and you can apply this quite liberally, this powder, because you just pour the excess off and reuse it. And I don't know how much of this you can see on camera, but okay, so the difference between the two prints is this one is imperfect. It's not whole or complete. It looks sort of slightly jaded and aged, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. This one is far more intact. It's not 100% perfect by any means. It can be if you want a really perfect stamp, then stamp on a very flat surface. All I need to do is heat this embossing powder up. It will melt, adhere even more to the surface, and have a slightly gilded look when it's cooled. What you can do is, before it's completely cooled, is sprinkle more powder on, and that will give it a sparkly glitter look instead of a sort of metal or metallic appearance. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for the sort of gilded look. So I'll melt the powder
and you'll see what it looks like. Okay, so that page is done now. You might find when you've sprinkled your embossing powder on that sometimes it sticks to areas around your stamp or your mark or your motif, and this is probably just because there might be little traces of moisture here and there or grease or whatever. So it's quite handy to have a brush to hand and just brush away the excess very gently. And so those are all heated and melted and cooled, although this looks like it could do with a bit more here because it looks a bit more glittery than gilded. You can see the difference. So I'll just do those, and then what you can do, well, the sky's the limit really. You can add rows of sequins and weave them in between or create a lattice. You can add gemstones into the centre. So just have a play and experiment with it, and see what you come up with, put it on canvas. So I'll show you some images now of something I've done on canvas, which is hanging up in a restaurant here in Earlswood. If you are in the area and you fancy a curry, then go to the Rashita because they have quite a few of my paintings up on their wall. So have a go, have fun with it, and see you next time. Bye.